Mighty Number 9 is the latest game created by Mega Man co-creator Inafune Keiichi out of founding concept and finishing work on games like Soul Sacrifice and Guild Zero 2 Bugs vs. Tanks. It started out as a project originally meant for the PC until the development team decided to have a Kickstarter campaign with a goal of $900,000, which was reached within 2 days. However, the team added stretch goals, which would eventually lead to delays, made it a nightmare to finish due to bugs, extra projects, bad business decisions, working on 10 ports at the same time, and bad voice directing. Okay, I only add that one because some people are being jerks to the voice actors. Anyway, Mighty Number 9 is made with Unreal Engine 3 due to it being compatible to most of the systems in the 7th and 8th generations of consoles in all three computer formats, but each version suffered from different glitches and frame rate drops. But the Xbox 360, PSV, 3DS, and Linux versions might fare better due to them being delayed at the time this review being recorded. The footage you're watching right now is from the PS3 version, which from what I can see during my playthrough is just a drop in frame rate and some frame lag, but no game-breaking glitches. Just Sonic 1 style annoyingness. The story of Mighty Number 9 takes place in an alternate present United States where breakthroughs in robot technology brought about a peaceful era, where robots and humans live peacefully, while combat robots fight in the Battle Coliseum to bring enjoyment to spectators. However, all that changed due to a computer virus outbreak, causing all of the robots, save for a few, wreaking havoc and trying to overthrow humanity. Beck, the titular Mighty Number 9, is one of the unaffected combat robots, as he and his father Slash created Dr. White, along with Dr. White's employer, Dr. Sander Soichiro, and Call, an unaffected non-combat robot, tried to stop the outbreak by using Beck's newly awakened ability to absorb cells, but it would need the assistance of the other Mighty Numbers who were affected by the outbreak, and only Beck can cure them. So Beck went into a series of rescue missions to save his older siblings and save America before a robot would take over. As Mighty Number 9 was originally conceived to be a spiritual sequel to the Mega Man series, it is an action platformer similar to Mega Man with some differences. Unlike classic Mega Man, but like Rock Vault Knight, Beck can grab onto ledges to get up to higher ledges. Like X, he can dash and air dash, but he can also crouch dash and air dash downwards by pressing down and dash button in both cases. And also like X in the post-X war games, his bullets can't go through walls, which puts him in a disadvantage when taking out robots on the other side of an obstacle. And lastly, unlike the Mega Man, Beck can absorb Cell and robots, except for the other Mighty Numbers, by dashing into them after putting enough bullets to make them leak Cell. Absorbing the enemies will give you temporary power-ups depending on the cell color that was leaking from a robot. Red cells, Beck's bullets go through obstacles and enemies, making it a powerful version of the Mega Buster's bullets. Green increases his speed and yellow defense, while blue and Force Purple fulfills Beck's X-Cell Recovery 1, while 2 is an item you can find in your levels, but all types. It can help recover any weapon energy used, despite the fact that the weapon energy can regenerate at a steady pace. The weapon system is played differently this time around, as instead of pressing the shoulder buttons to switch weapons, this time you press the left shoulder buttons to choose the weapon you want to use, and press the change button to instantly change into that form and back. And you can also set shortcuts to 3 other buttons, making a total of 4 changes, which is actually useful as long as you remember to use which button to set the weapon to, as the levels themselves will usually require at least 2 weapons for use to get around the obstacles and bosses. The boss fights in Mighty Number 9 are callbacks to most of the Mega Man series, due to the rock, paper, scissors aspect of Mega Man series returning to this game as all of the Mighty Numbers the only weakness for certain weapons. But with the extra challenge of absorbing cells to keep the health pool, also the boss fights themselves are the bosses fighting at random patterns, which you have to remember which cats are dangerous for you and try to minimize the damage that you see. Now, I know I haven't talked about the Rachel DLC as I got my copy from the code that came with the PS4 version of the game, so there's no DLC for it. But I can tell you that playing as Ray is similar to playing a cross between Zero, Base, and Proto Man. Like Zero, she's a melee fighter that takes too much damage. Like Base in Mega Man 7's Versus mode, her dashes are of the offensive variety. And like Photo Man's story, her health deteriorates, she doesn't get enough cell to absorb what she lost. So playing as Cell can be fun as you'll be speeding through most of the levels as fast as possible. And it's easy to recover any weapon energy that was used along the way. I know a lot of people have been bashing this game due to the lost interest due to the delays, bad glitches, which not everyone runs into, and difficulty which I'd say it makes it more like an NES era game than anything, despite it being 3D. But I find this game to be fun despite the difficulty, although the game should have fixed the invincibility issue, so I don't die quickly like Sonic did in the first game. I would normally recommend this game to platform fans and young Mega Man fans, but considering the circumstances, I'll let you guys decide on whether or not this game deserves the flag to be a cult classic, or it should have gone more time for improvement.